What's going on, guys? This is JT here. I am over here on the iOS server on my main account, and in this video I am going to be setting up all of my Lost Battlefield teams. I've decided I want to just recreate all new teams because it's been like at least a couple weeks since I have done that, and it's fun to make new teams after a week. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I haven't decided on any heroes for any teams. I'm just going to put out the most important heroes that I'm 100% going to use at first out there. So obviously I'm going to be using Anubis. I don't know. I'm definitely going to be using Skeletica, and I'm going to be using Athene too, and obviously Walla. So let's see. How do we want to go about this? I'm going to be using Nick as well. What do we want to run with Athene? So Athene gives energy and attack speed. Ooh, you know what would be pretty interesting? Putting Athene in the back with the Rockno up front, because if Rockno transforms, because I have 505 Revite on Rockno, but I'm wondering if Rockno will transform and then Athene will then give him an additional 60 energy to start proccing and taking away energy. That would be absolutely ridiculous if that happens. So that's what I'm going to try and see. So what team would we put with these guys? Do we need a healer with them? It'd be way too much. It'd be way too overpowered to put Walla with like a Skeletica and Athene. That would just be too much power on one team. So I don't think I'm going to do that. I might put a Golem in there though. Let's see. We still got Demo Gorgon to play with if we wanted to put him in. He's kind of squishy for that team though. I think we might need a healer. Maybe a Golem? Is a Golem a smart choice though? I don't know. I think I might set my Golem there. I don't know if I want to stick with it. We do get the attack. So, ooh. Now that we get that attack speed, it'd be pretty interesting to put a Ronin on this squad, dude. Ronin would tear freaking up. A Ronin or a Skull Knight? Yeah, I think I'm going to put a Ronin on this team. I think I'm going to leave the team just as is, just like this. Maybe put Ronin in the middle here. That way he's... Actually, you know what? We don't have to have Skeletica tanking. We'll just make it look like this. Oh my gosh, this team's going to be ridiculous. I can't wait to run that team with that extra attack speed on Ronin. So even if everything dies, Ronin can still solo your whole squad because he's Ronin. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty crazy team right there. I like that first setup. All right, let's see. What do we want with the Anubis squad here? I like Michael normally with my Anubis, but then I also like Michael for... Decisions, man. There's just so many heroes these days. I mean, to not use Ares is just crazy, but he does get one shot. And if I do use Ares, I'm going to want to put Ares on like a little Nick team. No doubt about that. What do we want to go with on Anubis? Who do we want to match with this bad boy? Do we want to give him like a Medusa and maybe a Trixie for some burst damage with that Anubis? Or should we go with a Walla with that Anubis? Maybe a Walla and a Gunslinger followed with like a Michael and Medusa and just make it a freaking absurd team. Yeah, maybe I'll do that actually. Maybe I'll throw in like a lot of power on one or on two squads. What would this team be weak to? Let's see. Let's go ahead and just take a look. So let's say we got Walla out there with Gunslinger looking like that. And we got a Medusa in the back. And if we have a Michael up front, like that team right there looks pretty freaking deadly, man. No doubt. We got a healer too, healing up that Michael and Anubis and Gunslinger, and just Medusa in there for some... I wonder if it'd be better to have Medusa in there or if it'd be better to have an Ares in there. Yeah, I think I really want a stun for my Ares, so I like to use Lil Nick, so we'll put Lil Nick here in the back. Or I'll just call him Lil Mexican. We'll put Lil Mexican there in the back. Oh man, this last team's going to be tough to choose. I guess we want an Ares on the last team because we do have the Lil Nick. But do we want Ares up front? Whoops, I didn't do that. Do we want Ares up front? I'm not exactly sure on that. So what do we want to go? We want to go with a Dread Drake for an additional stun? I don't think it's really necessary anymore. I don't think I need Dread Drake in this position. I think I'd rather just have Lil Nick hanging out there. This new iPhone, I keep clicking that stupid button. Do we want to use Demo? the good thing about Nick is if I use Demo with Nick, my Demo will actually proc. And if Demo procs, he's not as weak. So he probably has a good chance of staying alive. So maybe I will use... Man, I don't know. I don't know if I like this last team no matter what I choose. That's my problem. I mean, I think this team's going to be, like, insanely good. The only thing I might do is sub out Ghoulam on this team because I don't know if Ghoulam's even necessary. But I'll keep him there for now anyway. And this team just looks like an absolute beast team too. The only thing I'd probably sub out on this team is my Medusa. Just because... I don't know. I mean, Medusa is pretty freaking clutch, but might not even be needed on that squad, to be honest. And this team, man. It's a tough decision, boys. Tough decision. Do we want to use Skull Knight? There's so many options. Do we want to use Skull Knight, or do we want to use Trixie and Heartbreaker? Like Trixie and Heartbreaker, that'd just be the ultimate burst team with Lil Nick, with Demo too. I mean, I'd basically be putting up a huge risk, though, with tanking with freaking Demo. So, I mean, we could go with this team just like this and just go for straight procs. That would just be the most insane burst team ever. Trixie Treat, Heartbreaker, Lil Nick for the start stun. So, I mean, basically, the point of this team is to have... Actually, you know what? I could even change... Yeah, I could make it look like this. Put Ares right up front. That way he gets his proc off with the range and just have Demo one squad back. Man, I might try to run that, actually. That is a lot of burst right there. Put those guys in Axe of Strife, too. Oh, my gosh. Or at least the Demo and the Trixie. Or maybe not the Trixie, because you need to hit something to get Axe of Strife to proc. Yeah, I probably won't put anything else in Axe of Strife, just the Demo. So, yeah, this should be an interesting setup right here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'm curious to know, like, what do you guys think would make a major impact on any of these teams? Let me know in the comments below. So this is who I'm going to be running. Obviously, it's going to... I'm not going to show all the crest and artifacts that I put in pets on these teams, but I'm clearly going to put crest sets, obviously, on every single hero and artifacts. And yeah, this I think is a squad I'm going to go with. So we got Michael, Anubis, Medusa, Walla, and Gunslinger on one squad. I can't wait to see this team in action because not only does Athene give energy to these heroes, which I was trying to think. I'm like, well, is this the best decision since Athene's kind of like a Cupid in a sense, except, well, not really, but kind of gives energy, you know what I mean? So, and the problem is Skeletica doesn't really need energy, Ronan doesn't need energy, and Ghoulam doesn't need energy because I got 505 Revite Crest set on Ghoulam. The only real hero that's benefit energy from this team is going to be the Rockno, and that's even if he does benefit the energy. I'm just hoping he procs first and then gets the additional energy from Athene. So that's going to be an interesting team right there. Either way, it's going to wreck house. I mean, Skeletica and Athene on the same team with increased attack speed Ronan, that's going to be beast. This team's going to be pretty solid as well. The only problem I see with this team is maybe maybe I should run this like this and put Medusa up at the top. I wonder if I should, I don't know, I might run this team like this. Either like this or like this. Maybe I should run it like this, actually. Or even like this. If I I don't know how I'm going to run this team. I might have to think about this team. Decision. I might run this team back because sometimes it's smarter to run the Michael squads back because when auto proc heroes do hit your Michael, the Archangel is actually the one who tanks. But then again, sometimes you don't want the Archangel tank. Well, yeah, I want the Archangel tanking in that situation. So yeah, I'll just leave that team like that, I think. And this squad is probably going to be, out of these three teams, it's definitely going to be the weakest team and probably the one that gets owned the most. But man, it's going to be the team that owns people the quickest as well. No doubt about that. The Trixie Treat, Nick, Demo, everything's just like proccing instantly. Along with that Demo Gorgon, I'm going to have 505 Revite on him as a main talent with the level 4 Sideshow Crest set. So this is going to be my overall choice for Lost Battlefield for the next week. Obviously, I'm not going to run right now because I'm going to wait until later tonight. I'll show you guys the attempts, and then next week we're going to go for, I don't know, hopefully a top place above a 1,500 total score. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave me some comments below what you guys think about my new teams. I'm curious of y'all's opinion. Anyway, guys, I am out of here for now. Peace out, fellas.